I'm Devina. My student number is 007 and I'm from English Literature 2022. And now I'm gonna explain about the analysis from an article titled The Relationship Between Poverty and Crime, a cross-section analysis by Luke Fleming. The claim, for such a rich and educated country, the homicide rate is extremely high. But for the most part, the highest of crime come from developing areas such as Africa and South America. The evidence, according to the UN Development Report 2007 till 2008, shows most African countries have more than 20% of their population living on less than $1 a day. In South America and Southeast Asia, between 6% and 20% of the population are living on $1 a day. So here's the figure that shows the percent of population living under $1 per day by country. Second evidence shows that the homicide rate by country, as you can see in the figure 4, according to UN Development Report 2008, it depicts the homicide rate by each country. This data is structurally similar to the first figure. Move on to the reasoning. This is an important study because it shows that a relationship exists between poverty and crime in a developing nation. In conclusion, there exist connections between specific kinds of crimes and poverty. All three categories of crime have a positive relationship with income disparity. Every one of the three categories of crime ought to decline when wealth is dispersed more fairly. So now let's moving on to the second title, Criminality and Poverty in Sumatra by Nairobi, Ambia, Alin Hafiza Amanda, Fadili Yusuf Afif. The claim, poverty is a multidimensional problem related to the various aspects of human life and livelihood, both economic, political, socio-cultural, psychological, technological, and other aspects which are closely related to one another. The evidence, based on data presented by BPS in 2018 through its official website, it states that of the 5 larger islands in Indonesia, Sumatra Island has the highest number of poor people of 5.9 million people. The following is a picture of the development of the number of poor people on the island of Sumatra by province in 2017 till 2018. Reasoning, the main aspect is poor knowledge and skill assets, while the second aspect is poor social relations, financial resources, and informal assets such as malnutrition, water, housing, poor healthcare, and relatively low education. To sum up, poverty is strongly influenced by unemployment rate and crime rate. One measure of behavior that can be harmful to many different areas, particularly the economy, is the crime rate. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anita Anggraeni. My student number is 012 from English Literature 22. Now I'm gonna explain about the analysis from an article titled Does Poverty Cause Crime by James Johnston. Poverty is the root cause of many crimes in the world, such as theft, murder, trafficking, and the selling of contraband items. According to BPS or Badan Pusat Statistik in 2020, the crime rate in Indonesia increased by 0.81%. The existence of a pandemic during the year has made many people lose their jobs and made them commit crimes to earn money and fulfill their needs. Those who are poor are less likely to have access to advanced education, life skills, and job training. They have a higher chance of being unemployed. Furthermore, many people who are poor see crime as their only means of escape. In addition, happiness and money have been connected in several kinds of research. Individuals who are unable to earn enough to meet their basic needs get frustrated and stressed, leading them to commit crimes of despair. In conclusion, poverty creates a specific patterns in a person thinking, and he sees no constructive solution to the situation because he wants to make money in the quickest manner possible. Alright, let's moving on to the movie analysis titled Money Heist by Alex P. Money Heist is a Spanish TV series that follows the intricate plan of a mysterious man known as the Professor to execute the perfect heist on the royal mint of Spain. The Professor recruits a criminal to carry out the plan. As they print money and negotiate with hostages, personal conflicts and unexpected twists arise. The series explores themes of love, loyalty, and the consequences of greed. The characters in Money Heist have various motivations for participating in the heist, and their desire to earn money is often driven by personal reasons. For some, financial struggles or injustice push them to join the professor bands in hopes of securing a better future for themselves. Others are motivated by revenge or a desire to challenge societal norms. To sum up, the show delves into the characters' background, revealing the circumstances that lead them to a life of crime and their aspiration for a different life with the wealth from the heist.
Hello, my name is Fiella. My student number is 017 and I'm here to report the last of our sources analysis. The fifth sources of our analysis is video. Here is the video.
I've had the conversation with them that they wish they didn't have to do. But at that time, they felt they were literally forced. They couldn't go to school because they didn't have clean clothes. They were hungry at nights, going to sleep, eating dreams, literally eating dreams. And they'd have to go to school the next day and try to learn something. It's almost an impossible task, right? So then they become, all right, what's around me? What can I do to make money? Because I realized something. Being poor in America is one of the hardest things to do in this country. And if you feel like you're poor, you feel like you have nothing, you will do anything to get that. Poverty produces crime. That's just a simple fact. So,
on his speech on Divine Black channel on YouTube titled Poverty Produces Crime, Lynn Robinson as a speaker said that poverty produces crime as his claim.
Poverty produces crime. That's just a simple fact.
The evidence he reported to support his claim is the story of his brother and his family that has been experienced the breakdown of education in Harlem during a time when the poor people were forced to engage in criminal activities like selling drugs because they have no choice, so they just have to do that.
My family grew up in Harlem. My family is from Harlem. So I've had my brothers be swallowed by the mass criminal industrial complex, right? At a time when which education was breaking down and people were forced to do things that were not of their best interest, specifically sell drugs, right? So I've had brothers have to do things that, and I've had the conversation with them that they wish they didn't have to do. But at that time, they felt they were literally forced.
After the claim and the evidence he reported, here is the reasoning he states on his statement on the video.
And then also to understand that it could easily be me. I think one thing that I've learned, that many black folks learn, is that I can see myself in someone else because it can easily be me. A roll of the dice, a change of the wind, and something can become me really fast. And that's the rough thing about it.
In summary, on the video released by Divine Black channel on YouTube, Lynn Robinson reflects on his challenges, his family challenges for being poor in Harlem, particularly during the 1980s crack pandemic. He described the breakdown of education, the desperation caused by the poverty, and the impact of his brother who resorted to criminal activities just to being survive. Lynn Robinson emphasized the classical nature of poverty that can lead to crime, pointing out the difficulty of being poor in America.